I was listening to a sermon today, and it was the pastor was talking a little bit about like his focus, and he's like, for a lot of years, he's like, I wanted to build a place that people liked.
Yeah.
Like, people like your church. That's cool. Keep going.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like they would like, he's like, I don't want our church to come off as spooky. He's like, we all know what spooky means, like when it comes to like that. But then he was like talking about the realization though of like, you can have a church that people like, but if there is no power in that church, then what good is that church?
Totally. And it's weird in this weird cultural moment where it's like we've actually in our American sort of system, we have become really great at building really large organizations. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not saying that that's bad, right? And we think that way. And we think about like franchising and
capitalism.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And market share and all of that kind of stuff. And again, I'm not calling that evil. I'm just saying that's our mentality.
Yeah.
But I really don't see that in the early church. What I see in the early church is a lot of spookiness, like a ridiculous amount of spookiness, an insane amount of passion, like cannot be contained passion, like kill me if you want, but I'm not going to shut up. Right. Kind of passion. And then that burning passion I have to go to Ephesus. I have to go to Thessalonica. I have to go to Rome. I have to go to Spain. I need to go tell people. And then you see Philip being teleported. It's a whole other thing. But
go back to the superpower.
All the way back around. But and it's like, it wasn't like, let's Starbucks the heck out of Christianity. Mm-hmm. It was, let's go start what we would call a revival. Like, let's go get people saved and healed and whatever. And there's going to be a big mob and we're going to get kicked out of the city and they're going to beat the crap out of us. But we're going to leave behind 10,000 people who accepted Jesus. And we don't even know who's going to run the church. And they're probably going to do a bad job of it. And which is why we have to write letters 2 years later saying, no, don't sleep with your stepmom. Right. And you're like, wait, what? Don't sleep with your stepmom? And it's like, why is that an issue? And, why is that even a thing? Like, really? That's
I shouldn't have to tell you this, but
literally Paul has to write a letter saying, don't do that. Anyway, so that's what you see the early church being. And I'm all for healthy, effective systems. I'm all for let's do things well and let's do them excellently. I'm all for that, but not if we're going to deny the power and the passion and the give your whole life over to Jesus. And when people come to church, it's not like, this was kind of a nice experience. It's like, oh my gosh, I met the power of God and now I have to give him everything. Yeah. Like, that's what happened in the early church.
Right.
That's what I want. That's what we're supposed to be.